Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is the first video of my channel. I am Mandy Rose, Amanda, and in this channel we're going to be doing a lot of hair related stuff. We're going to be doing maybe some makeup stuff and a lot of outfit stuff, clothing, all that jazz. Yeah, I decided to start this channel because I realized I'm really into all of these things and I just want to show y'all and I want to relate to y'all. So yeah, first video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, make sure that you like this video, comment down below any ideas that you think would be cool for me to do. And without further ado, I am going to start my first video by doing a twist out takedown. So yeah, so it's actually raining outside and I was really debating whether or not I should actually take down my hair because it tends to kind of get obviously, no matter how much I cover my head, put an umbrella on, it just my hair always gets messed up. However, doing it for the video. So for the takedown of my hair, I'm going to be using this She's Made Leave-In Butter by Mandy Rose, and she's actually on YouTube, and I've been dying to get her products. Unfortunately, the deep conditioning hair mask, I believe, is sold out. And so I was not able to get that. I did get a different one to replace it. It came very quickly, so that's a positive. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to be using this to take down my twists. I've had these twists in since Sunday. And so yeah, so we're going to just take them down using this butter. Oh, I think there's a thing on it. Yep. That's cool. I think a lot of these products don't typically have a covering on it, so that's nice. So yeah, anyways. So I put about this much. I usually don't do it for each strand. I usually when I'm taking down my hair at least. I usually just put a bit and rub it throughout my my fingertips, and then take out my hair that way, just because I feel like it's faster. Also, since I don't since I braid the top of my twists, which I guess could be another video on how I twist my hair. Since I braid the top of my twists, I don't typically separate them once I take them out because they kind of are a little bit separated already. If I want to fluff it, I'll usually just use a Afro pick. Okay, so this is my first time using this product. Obviously, time will tell if I actually like it. But in terms of the smell, I would say I'm not too crazy about the smell. I'm not too crazy about the smell. Because the thing is, I don't think it doesn't have one, because it definitely does, which is obviously why I'm not crazy about it. But again, time will tell if I like the product itself, because if I like the product itself, then I don't really care too much about the smell. It's not nasty or anything. I'm not crazy about it, and I think that's okay. It says you can leave this, use this on damp or dry hair and then style. Typically, I use a lotion or some type of leave-in conditioner in my hands to take out my hair. And I do it differently depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll rub it in my hair and just kind of put it in my twist just before I take it out, just so that it's just quicker and easier for me to take it out. And sometimes I'll do it like this. Also just realized that like I don't need to necessarily dampen my hair because again it's raining outside and I feel like my hair is gonna get damp once I go out there anyway. Also depending on like the time of year, I tend to do my hair a little bit differently. Like so I do think I moisturize. I don't think, I know I moisturize a little bit more during the winter time, obviously, because it's like dry during the winter time. Again, unless it's like, you know, wet outside or something. During the summertime, of course I moisturize, but I tend to moisturize way less, especially when like on the takedown of my hair, I'll still like, you know, put some leave-in conditioner in my hands like to take out my hair, but I won't use nearly as much because my hair in particular is highly affected by humidity, and so yeah, I just don't feel like I don't like how it comes out when like I go outside and it like shrivels up, not shrivels up, but like shrinks up because I like have too much moisture in my hair, I guess. And it'll still do that even if I don't like use any creams or anything for the takedown. But like to avoid it shrinking up to my ears, typically I only use a little bit during the summertime if I'm going outside. So anyways, some of the reasons why I actually even started this channel is because I just, you know, recently started to see like progress in hair growth. Like in terms of like me retaining length, because I've always, you know, when I was a child, I had very long hair up until I would say high school. So yeah, around high school, I went to the hair salon and a hairstylist at the Dominican hair salon, of course, because my hair was permed. I forgot to mention, but it was still long. And a Dominican hairstylist, who I feel like she didn't know what I was doing. She was doing. She was like, "Oh, you need a trim," you know. And I know there's discourse around trims being haircuts still, and blah blah blah. But, you know, when I used to go to the hair salon, a trim wasn't like an extreme cut. It was like maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches, if that. And also like you're consulting your client about, you know, what they want cut off. But again, I was in high school. However, my mother was there. This lady proceeded to like kind of hack off my hair. My hair was like probably down here, and when we left the salon my hair was here, straightened, mind you. And I was so sad, and up from that point on I really struggled to grow my hair back, and more than likely it's because you know, my hair was staying that long because it was that long, but I think once it got cut off, more than likely you know, it struggled growing back because it was damaged, and you know, all those chemicals and stuff like that. And so, you know, really struggled to grow my hair back. And then I went natural. By the way, my hair was permed when I was young, and originally the hairstylist was doing a good job, and then she moved away because, you know, our hair was still growing even with the perm. Not that I would ever go back to perm, but it was growing. But yeah, so I think towards the end of high school, beginning of college, I decided that I would go natural. I think that's around the time that the natural hair movement started. I'm so happy it did. And my hair was definitely growing by leaps and bounds. However, I have always been extremely experimental with my hair, and I was doing hair dyes and stuff like that, putting a lot of attention by doing like braids by myself and all these different things. And I would say up until almost 2 years ago, I was still doing those things, and every year I'd be like, oh, I know why my hair is not growing. I would put excessive heat in it all the time, blah, blah, blah. I knew why it was not growing per se, and why it was like dry and all that stuff, but I still wanted to be experimental with my hair, I guess. And so I just, you know, continued to do those things. Up until almost 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I am going to actually make an effort to just take care of my hair. So I think about 4 years ago is the last time that I actually colored my hair. Think like orange brownish leaves during the fall time. That's the color my hair was, and that's the last time I colored my hair, about 4 years ago, or maybe a little bit more than that, because I believe it was growing out at that time. And it was about over 2 years later, or a little less than 2 years later, I decided I was really going to start taking care of my hair, and started, I think I wore wigs for a good amount of months, and I also was just leaving my hair in twists for a certain period of time. So I believe it was last year, I straightened my hair after like really taking care of it, and that was the first time like my hair was like not near the thickness that it was when I was younger. I mean, like, I don't want to say my hair was ever super thin, but like knowing that like my hair was very thick, you know, when I was a child, and then, you know, getting to the state it was a little devastating. And so like when I finally straightened my hair last year towards the end of the year, that was like the first time that I was like, oh my gosh, my hair is at the thickness that it was like around when I took my pictures for my graduate degree, my master's degree, because at that time my hair was pretty healthy. It was like 2021, so that's 5 years ago. So my hair was pretty healthy at that time. I guess I was kind of taking more care of it during that or around that time. And so, and I think it was actually a little bit thicker than that. And so I was very happy. And I'm, yeah, now on a mission to just make sure that I take care of my hair going forward. But yeah, enough rambling. I'm sure you'll hear more of that in later videos. But yeah. Okay, so I am actually pretty satisfied with how my hair came out. So I am not going to use the Afro pick today. Sometimes I'm just deeply unsatisfied, but yeah. So, yep, that's my hair. Also, I know my hair is very like uneven. It's layered very unevenly. I don't know, my hair just grows like that. It's very strange. And it didn't grow like that prior to me going natural, but now it does. So, but yeah, that is the video, guys. Let me know what you think about how my hair came out today. And make sure, once again, that you comment down below any suggestions or ideas for what you would like to see in the future for me for this channel in regards to hair or clothing or makeup even. Make sure that you like this video. It will help me out a lot. And also, of course, subscribe to the channel, as that would also help me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.